First of all, I would like to thank you, dear professor, for organizing and inviting me to here speak on this webinar. And we met 2 years ago, thanks to Erasmus Plus program, and thanks to hospitality of our Croatian colleagues. Uh, I believe I know in some days pandemic situation COVID-19 will finish and we will meet each other not just online eye to eye. And first of all, I want to tell you something about our hospital region called Transcarpathia. Transcarpathia region is located on the west in the of the Ukraine, in the north borders of Lviv city, and we have border with 5 countries, with 4 countries, with Slovakia, Hungary, with Poland, and with Romania. About 80% of our territory is occupied by mountains, creating from the southwest to the southeast the Vododilny mountain. So, and about our population, Transcarpathian region is a multinational. Here is the representatives of our 70 nationalities, including Ukrainian, Hungarian, Romanians, Russians, Gypsies, Slovakian, Germans, etc., etc. The main city of Transcarpathia is Uzhhorod, where is our university, and I want to show you. I want to show you some video about our district, about Transcarpathia. Moment. So after COVID, I invite you to see all these beautiful places and a little bit about our university. And our university is placed in Uzhhorod. It's in Uzhhorod city, and it's 75 years old university. I will tell you about a little bit about our universities. So Uzhhorod National University was established in 1945. This year we celebrate 75 years of our university, and we have 20 faculties, Ukrainian-Hungarian Educational Institute, etc., etc., etc. And in our university studies approximately 15,000 students, and 1,500 is students, international students. We had a lot of students from India, especially on medical faculty. We have two medical faculties, faculty number one with Ukrainian language studies and faculty number two with English language study. We have seven specialists. We have 69 courses of bachelor, 57 courses for master degree, and 18 courses for PhD. This you can see our foreign students. Also, there is a various vocal, pop, and choreography groups in the student leisure center, Juventus, etc., etc., etc. And about my economic faculty, so it's one of the oldest faculty in our university. It was established 1963, and now we have approximately 700 students. We are not bigger and not smaller faculty at the university. We have four specialists and 8 specialization. It's custom, it's finance and credit, it's economic of enterprise, it's accounting, logistic, international marketing, and others. Of course, the pandemic has brought many problems to our world, and unfortunately, it has directly affected the educational system, including the university educational system. Today, at our university and my faculty lectures held through Google Meet, just through Google Meet, and through Moodle. Of course, both our students and our professors missed live communication and lectures in classrooms, but there is no other way to just to have distance learning. Most calling think that the quality of lectures of education is somewhat is losing now, thanks to education to distance learning. We understand that at least until the end of the academic year, we will have to work in this mode. However, the need for distance learning has become a kind of impetus in the development of distance learning technologies, especially for our university, because before pandemic we don't use the platform like Zoom, like Google Meet. We used Moodle. We used other platforms. That's the way it's maybe thanks to pandemic we have new knowledge in distance learning. But I believe maybe next year all these problems will finish. So thank you. Thank you very much. Arish?
Yeah, thank you, Vitali, and thank you for joining us. So I think some of the participants will be having some questions to ask. So let them ask, please.
Yes, so now thank you so much, Doctor, for your informative session, and also you took us through that interactive video also. So thank you so much. Now the floor is open for question. Any of you who would like to interact and ask question on the strategies that is adopted in Ukraine or specific to his institute that he mentioned, please feel free to put your question in the Q&A box or the chat box, and we let into it.
Professor, I would like to start with some of the questions to you. You said that in the medical faculty, many Indian students are there.
Yes.
So have they all gone back, or still they are in Ukraine, continuing their education, or if they are gone back, how your university is actually managing to take care of the classes? Medical education, it will be relatively difficult to manage it online.
Uh, I don't know exactly because I don't teach at the medical faculty number two, but mostly students go to home to India, and
Okay.
now we have our management, university management, have a lot of problem with it because international students it's good money for university, and now is we have distance learning, but you know how we can to prepare a good professional in medicine through the distance. It's impossible.
Yeah.
We know it, but we start with international students. Our university started with international students maybe 5 years ago after beginning of war at the east of Ukraine, and first students it was just from India. First 100 or 200 students was from India, and now we have a lot of international students from uh, all East, Arabic students, Indian students, uh, and other countries. Mostly it's medical faculty, stomach faculty, and engineering faculty. Also, we have two students from India at our three, three maybe three or four students from India at our faculty, at economic
Oh,
faculty. Two is Bachelor, and two is on master degree. Yes,
okay. That's
it's
great.
perfect students, really.
Thank you, bro.
Everybody told that the Indian students are perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doctor. So we have another question following a similar line. How do you address student diversity related matters through online classes? So I think it's on a similar line. Since you have diverse students from different culture, how do you address them, their matters through these online classes? So that's by Dr. Deepa.
We work just through online. Before we used all the platform, but starting from September we used just Google Meet and Moodle. But our professors communicate with our students really not just through these two platforms. They communicate through Viber, through telephone, through others, email, of course, and etc., etc., etc. And it depends on professor, and it depends on subject. It they can communicate just through email, and they communicate and through video. It depends. It depends.
Again, how are the students responding to that?
It's all right. Absolutely. They're responding.
Okay.
No,
So you think both is
no,
going
no, no,
well?
no problems with our students. Absolutely, because they all understand the situation. Uh,
Okay.
but everybody wait for normal work for normal lectures in auditorium, and students and professors, everybody. And
Okay, so we,
I think I don't know in your country, but in my country, my university, everybody think that effectiveness of studies is a little bit go down thanks to distance, because live study is better.
yeah, yes, indeed. And we'll hope that it all comes to normal. Sir, you have on another question. How is education transforming now from the very long conventional based education to a spontaneous modern era of digital and e-learning? Was this transition in your institute difficult, since yours is it's been established for a very long time now? So was it difficult in your institute to take this transition on?
Yes, it was first in the March when we start with this. Of course, it was difficult for everybody of us to start with e-learning. It was difficult for professors. It was difficult for students, for everybody. But now it's okay. We haven't problem with it. No.
Okay, we
But
have adjusted to it.
some exams we will do in the auditorium.
Okay.
Finished exams for finished courses we will do in December in auditorium. But of course
Oh.
with chance with mask.
Okay, so another question is, how had the pandemic affected your region and what were the steps taken to overcome them?
We have a lot of problems with pandemic in our region. Clinics mostly is full. I had COVID too, but I have so easy form to 2 weeks. Everybody we have more and more illness people. So now it's maybe not so high critical, but it's critical situation in our region. We have some problems with it. Not some problems, big problems with it. Yes, it's critical situation. Yes.
Okay, so we have
But
another question from Aisha.
everything will finished, and I invite you to Transcarpathia, to our university. I will show you all these beautiful places.
Sure, sir.
Thank
We're
you,
also
Professor,
looking
for that.
forward. Next question we have from Aishwarya Suresh. Do you think that education is one of the sectors that were majorly hit economically speaking?
Of course, it's very important for all for economic for development of economics. It's basis. If you will have good education, we will have in the future, not now. We have distance some years, but of course it's one of a basis of future economics, and what this is one of basis of the country.
Okay.
You must invest in education if you want to develop our country in culture, in education, medicine.
Okay, so thank you for that. Next is, do you personally believe that online education will become mainstream in near future, irrespective of whether there is a pandemic or not?
Unfortunately, situation look that will be true. It's we will have more and more distance learning, e-learning. This is look like this, unfortunately, and I think in the future, maybe I'm not right, but in the future, maybe just a little, not all of the people will come to have chance to have normal education, not education, but life education. It will be, unfortunately,
Okay.
it looks like this all over the world.
Okay. So next question is, after pandemic, how hard will it be for the economy to come back or be in a normal state?
It's very, yeah, I think it will be very hard for all countries, especially for our countries, because we have a lot of problems. Our GDP goes down every year from 2014, and I don't know how long we will wait for GDP. We will back to the pre-pandemic situation. Of course, it will be hard. Economics will change, extremely change, I think. We all see it.
Okay. Another question is, would it be easy for international students to get scholarship during the present situation?
During the present situation, to have scholarship, sorry?
Yes. Yes.
Our students have scholarship, Ukrainian students. Yes, it's
Okay.
no problem. They have, but yes, yes, they have.
Okay. Next question, I think you already took that, but I'll take it specific to your subject. How difficult or what is the strategy you use to engage students in online class?
It was difficult because I on Google Meet and not everybody go in and not everybody turn on camera. I ask please my students turn on camera because I want to see your faces. I want to see through through computers. It was difficult. First steps was difficult, but now it's not so. It's no problem.
Okay. So anybody, any more questions you would like to ask? Dr. Vitali is all ready to answer.
I think two more questions are there in the chat box. We'll take that and we'll finish it.
Okay. How about the exams that's taken? Yeah, so next question is, how can we assess the internal qualities of students apart from their subject knowledge through online mode of communication or education? The internal qualities, probably their reasoning, etc.
How examples? Yes, yes.
Repeat the question.
We have exams for it for this.
Okay, you want me to repeat the question? Are you?
So we do it through online.
Okay. Just online medium. I think probably the person wanted to know the effectiveness through which you assess that probably. Is it effective when you do it online?
Yes, we must do it through online in this situation.
Okay.
Maybe it's not so effective, but we must do just through online.
Okay. So one last question, sir. If the situation get back to normal, how do you think the lessons learned from the lockdown will influence the larger picture moving forward?
One more, please.
If the situation get back to normal, how do you think the lessons that we have learned through this lockdown and pandemic will influence the larger picture moving forward?
I don't know how it will influence the larger picture. I don't know, maybe.
So, do you have anything to say from your personal experience of going through COVID? Any lessons that you could get through your situation? Because Dr. Harish was explaining how you personally had to go through the COVID. So, any lessons that you personally felt you learned that you would like to share on this point?
Vitali, how was your experience going through COVID?
Sorry?
And how was your experience going through COVID?
My experience, I have I have new experience with e-learning and with distance education, but of course I think a live education, of course, is better. Yes, it's better, and I think in the future we'll have a problem with knowledge with students who study just online.
I think Kripa will stop. Will not trouble him much.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Dr. Vitali, for sharing your academic thoughts and strategies and reassuring words. You being a person who have overcome this particular COVID yourself, so your words were very reassuring to us that life gets back to normal as soon as possible, and we get to see our students also in real. So thank you all for your active participation. Those who have put the question, those who have interacted and attended the session. We would be sharing a feedback form, and I know all of you know the drill who have attended it for the past 3 days. Kindly fill the form. If you've missed the form, we'll be sending it to your registered email ID. Kindly fill it for confirmation of your attendance. Now, to express our gratitude and vote of thanks, I invite Ms. Sharanya Ram Mohan, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Jain deemed to be University. Welcome, Sharanya.
Thank you, Kripa. It is indeed an honor to be part of Global Interaction Series on Global Strategies on Education post-COVID-19, organized by the Department of Management Studies and Internal Quality Assurance Cell, Jain deemed to be University, Kochi. And it is my privilege to be delivering the vote of thanks for the day. On behalf of Jain deemed to be University, I extend my thanks to our keynote speaker for the day, Dr. Vitali Sherzanov, Dean, Faculty of Economics, Uzhhorod National University, Ukraine, for taking time off his schedule and enriching us with his valuable insight and strategies while shedding light to life in Ukraine post-COVID-19. Thank you, sir, and we wish for your speedy recovery. Next, I would like to thank Dr. Chenraj Roychand, Chairman, Jain deemed to be University, for his sincere and relentless efforts towards the smooth transition into virtual education system. I thank him in absentia. I also extend my thanks to Dr. Ishwaran Iyer, Dean, Commerce and Director, Industry Interface and Key Projects, for his wholehearted support to all our post-COVID-19 ventures. I thank him in absence. I thank Dr. J. Lata, Pro Vice Chancellor, Jain deemed to be University, for being a pillar of support throughout this venture. I thank you, ma'am, in your absence. I also thank Dr. K. Madhukumar, Joint Controller of Examinations, Dr. R. Sathikumar, Head Administration, and all senior management officials of Jain deemed to be University for their support and motivation. I also take this opportunity to extend my deep-felt gratitude to Dr. Harish N. Ramanathan, Professor and Head, Department of Management Studies, who spearheaded the series and made it possible to conduct the event on such a huge platform. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sharanya.
I also thank Dr. Kannan Balakrishnan and the entire team of Internal Quality Assurance Cell for their sincere efforts in making this venture a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharanya.
Special thank you to Dr. Jayashree Punyat and the entire organizing and technical team for ensuring a smooth conduct of events, and special regards to Ms. Kripa Cherian for being an excellent host for the evening. Last but not the least, I thank all the participants from around the world who took the time and attended this event. You added value to our efforts and made this event a success on a global scale. Once again, thank you all and have a great evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sharanya, for that wonderful words of thanks. With this, we come to an end of day 4 of the Global Interaction series on global strategies for education post-COVID-19. Do join us tomorrow, without fail, 7 p.m. for yet another interactive session with Dr. Chamaru D. Alvis, Professor, University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka, and Dr. Ajanta, Professor, University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka. So thank you all once again and have a great evening ahead. Thank you, Dr. Vitali.
Thank you all.